Hi, I'm Dean James, Chairman and CEO of Imaging3. Welcome to our second version of our Q&A session for the Investor Forums portion of our website. I'm here to answer your questions that have been posted. I apologize for the lack of response in the last few weeks. We've been very busy. We've been waiting for relevant questions and generating new interest to different areas of what's going on. I'll start out with an FDA update. I want everyone to know that I have been in contact with FDA since I have done the submission. We've had several calls, conference calls, emails, and responses, and currently we're sending them some supplemental information. Whether this affects the timeline of when they're going to provide approval or ask for more questions, I have no idea. I am very confident that we've made some really good progress with the FDA over the course of our submission. There's been a lot of questions that I probably am not going to address specifically in general about all the different aspects of the FDA 510(k) submission. It's very difficult for me to be able to, at this stage, go into such great detail. You need to trust that we're following through with the FDA. We've filed our submission. Everything that was asked for us, we sent to the FDA. We're moving forward. And the first question is from Joe Bari, and I'm paraphrasing. In addition to the FDA applications, can you update us on the acceptance or additional information needed on the 18 questions that have been responded to, excluding the radiologist review? Again, I had mentioned that initially. We've filed everything with the FDA, all the questions that have been asked, we've answered them. Including the review. All these aspects have been part of our response. Currently we're sending some supplemental information. It's not major, it's just changes that we've adjusted our application through the communications we've had with the FDA. Moving on to the next question, which is from Alan. Let's see. He's asking about the safe harbor statement. As you'll probably notice in the first part of this video, we've added a scroll of text for the safe harbor statement. It's very good of you to ask, and that's a great relevant question. Moving on to the next question, which is from IDR Hawk. He's asked this question on the blog. Are you planning or have you been in contact with software writers for the Apple iPhone and iPad? We are working towards development of other applications for iPhone, iPad, and some others, but what needs to be understood is the information, the video or the 3D information images are very complex and very large and don't transmit very well. It's even very difficult for us to be able to add these towards our website, primarily because we use a very high-end computer system and imaging chain to view these images live. To be able to, lack of a better term, dumb down these images for the internet actually takes a lot of work. And we are working on that, and hopefully we should have some posted on their website, and it's something that we're working for. I know that a lot of people have asked for imagery, and it's very important for us to be able to provide that, but we have priorities, and our number one priority is FDA approval. And once we can find some time to work through those things, we'll be able to share more information and more imagery with our shareholders on our website. Moving on to the next question. Rich K. wrote, once FDA is obtained, have you plans to talk to the military about this device? Well, we're currently already talking with DARPA and some others within the military. There's a lot of interest, being that this device is portable, uses regular wall power. I see this being used in mobile surgical hospitals in the military, as well as regular military general hospitals. So yes, the military is very much interested in this product, as well as other aspects within the government and within the VA system as well. Moving on to the next question. This is from an anonymous writer. There's a heated debate about what the actual innovation of the Dominion is. It's a really good question. There are people that are saying that it isn't innovative. Well, there's two ways to look at it. We're using off-the-shelf technology, but the technology is very much an innovation. being able to acquire images and display those into a 3D construct in less than a second is by far the most innovative aspect of any medical device currently on the market today. Most devices like CT scanners and MRs take roughly 20 to 50 minutes to acquire the images, and then another 15-20 minutes to display a 3D construct. We're doing all that. We're acquiring the images and we're displaying those images in less than a second. Now that's very much an innovation in today's marketplace, probably in 10 steps ahead of anything that's out there. Moving on to the next question, IMGG or bust wrote. Now this is a very long question, I'll do my best. There have been some confusion about the scope of functions included in the DVIS 510K application that I would like to see cleared up. Upon close examination of Dean's video reply here this weekend, it seems clear that the DVIS can be used for procedures involving the human heart in the device's current configuration and under the current 510K application. And that what Dean was referring to in the video reply was a future modification to the device involving adding an additional sensor to create some special 4D imagery. That it's that modification and 4D functionality that would require a supplemental 510K right. Basic cardio functions of an X-ray device and CT scanner, including 3D functionality, such as for catheter placement, stent and valve repair and replacement, can all be used by medical providers who obtain the DVIS immediately upon approval by the FDA. I'm not going to go into much more of that, but it's correct. There are a lot of quote-unquote cardiac procedures that our device can do, like stent replacement or stent placement and vascular repair, which is all under the umbrella of cardiac. What I was referring to was the beating heart. Imaging the beating heart, in its three-dimensional form or four-dimensional, if you want to add time to that, would require multiple detector system, which is something we've had in the works and could very easily add to our product. That's a very, very micro market. It's a very lucrative market, but it's not something that we have currently available for our product and our 510K submission. It's not something that is going to limit our sales of our product because most minimally invasive surgical techniques work more towards the vascular aspect in what's still under the umbrella of cardiac. But as we've known for a very long time, that being able to image the heart in 360 degrees in 3D in real time as it's beating is something that we really know we can do with our product and will eventually do very shortly. The next question is from Steve K. And he asks, how did you come up with the value of stock for $10? Is it an educated or an estimated guess? And he goes on, I have never, ever estimated the stock value of this company, nor can I, or will I. I know the potential of our product. I know the potential of this company. It's great. But SEC rules do not allow me to speculate at all about where our stock can go and where it is and what's going on with that. The next question is from Raging Nighthawk. It's a very long question, so I'm going to paraphrase. And it's also an old conference call question, and it's a very old question in general. IMGG is going to capture 10 to 20% of the $20 billion market, and can we own the imaging market? Again, it comes back to speculation on market sizes and what we can do. There's several estimates to the market size in the medical imaging worldwide and even in the U.S., which range between 15 to 20 million, even higher. Those are estimates of what the potential market is. What's not being mentioned is that this device is so unique, it could create its own aspect to that market size. So it doesn't really necessarily mean that we're only going to be able to capture a percentage of the existing market. We may actually create our own potential market size in itself, even greater than the $20 billion market.